Graphing quadratics in vertex form. So this is the new type of graph that we're going to do. The standard graph looks like this. Y equals a on the outside, x minus h squared plus k. So if you notice the h and k are still there, so we're going to still shift it the exact same way. The number in front, that'll times our table. Otherwise, it's just going to make a little bit different of a graph. So let's try some. So for the first one, y equals x minus 3 squared plus or minus 1. So this one we do opposite the inside, so we're moving right 3 and down 1. Okay, the difference is the table. So we're going to go back to using the -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. But instead of finding the absolute value, now we're going to square those numbers. So -2 squared is 4, -1 squared is 1, 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. Just remember, a negative times a negative is positive, so that right side is all positive. Okay, if there's no number in front, like on this one, we can go ahead and graph those numbers. So we go left 2 up 4, left 1 up 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 4. Okay, now this isn't a V, right? This is a curve, or it's called a parabola. So make sure it doesn't look like a V and it's curved. And then you have to move everything right 3 and down 1. So we're going to move everything right 3 and down 1. And then, again, it's a curve because it's called a parabola. Alright, so on this next one, y equals -x squared plus 4. So if you look, there's nothing inside that parenthesis with the x. Okay, so that means we're not moving right or left, we're just moving up 4. Okay, so what we can do on this is we make our xy table. We're still going to use -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And then we're squaring all of these numbers. So -2 squared is 4, -1 squared is 1, 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. So we can plot our points, and there's a negative out front, which means I'm timesing all of these by -1. Okay, so we get -4, -1, 0, -1, and -4. So what that negative is going to do, just like last time, it's going to flip your parabola upside down. So we're going to go left 2 down 4, left 1 down 1, 0, 0, 1 down 1, 2 down 4. Remember, it's a curve, not a V. It's a parabola. And then on this one, we said we're moving everything up 4. So just go ahead and move everything up 4. So there is your graph. Okay? All right, on number 3, y equals -2 times x plus 4 squared plus 2. So opposite the inside means we're moving left 4. And the last number means we're going up 2. Okay, so make your xy table. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And we're squaring all of these numbers. So -2 squared is 4. 1 squared is 1, 0, 1, 4. On this one, there's a -2 out front, so we have to times all of these by -2. Okay, so you get -8, -2, 0, -2, and -8. So I graph these, I go left 2 down 8. Which is a little bit off the graph right here. Left 1 down 2, 0, 0, 1 down 2, 2 down 8. So it looks like this. It went upside down because of that negative. And then we said we're moving everything left 4 and up 2. So you want to move all your points left 4 and up 2. So there is my final graph. Okay, last one. Graphing y equals 1/2 times x minus 2 squared plus or minus 3. Okay, so opposite the inside tells us I'm moving right 2 and then down 3. Okay, so make my xy table. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, because I square all those numbers. And there's a 1/2 out front, so we're going to times them all by 1/2. Or 0.5 if you like to use the decimal is fine too. Okay, so 4 times 1/2 is 2. 1 times 1/2 is 0.5. 0 times 1/2 is 0. 1 times 1/2 is 0.5. 4 times 1/2 is 2. So when I graph this, I go left 2 up 2. Left 1 up 1/2. 0, 0. 1 up 1/2. 2, 2. Okay, so there's my graph. Again, it's a curve, not a V. It's a parabola. And then we said we're moving everything right 2 and down 3. So you want to move every point right 2 and down 3. So there is my graph. So that's graphing. Now, given the graph, we also have to be able to go backwards. So if you look at this one, you start with the vertex, which is right here, and that moved right 1 and down 4. So when I write this, I get y equals, I need something squared with my x in here. To move right 1, I would want a minus 1 in there. To move down 4, I'd want a minus 4 on the outside. And since this opened up and it just went up 1 over 1 right here, then there's just a 1 or nothing in front. Okay, on this next one, again, we got to figure out where it moved. So it went left 3 and up 4. So I get y equals something squared with an x in here. So to move left 3, we would want a plus 3. To go up 4, we would want a plus 4. Okay, and because this is upside down, we need a negative in front. All right, so that is graphing quadratics. Go ahead and start your seesaw activity and then do the around the room.